Into this video, it's called Pokemon versus Digimon, the actual truth.
Pokemon. Some of us enjoyed both, but I'm sure you remember on the playground talking about how Wargreymon would beat any Pokemon, or maybe about how Charizard would steal Metal Garurumon's lunch money. Well, in this video,
Bullshit.
I'm saying bullshit. Charizard's getting his
Metal
ass
Garurumon,
whooped.
are we serious? Metal Garurumon goes so hard.
And fucking Wargreymon is like, bitch, what? Come on.
we will be turning that playground argument into an in-depth video analysis. My name is Mustache Panda, and today I will be definitively answering who
Make sure you guys go follow Mustache Panda on YouTube. Check him out. Give him a like, comment, subscribe.
is stronger overall, Digimon or Pokemon. To do this, I'll be going through each level of Digimon and Pokemon, from Rookie and Basic to Mega and Stage 2 with Mega Evolution included. We'll also go over the God tiers in both verses as well. I will be leaving out baby and in-training Digimon like Koromon, as well as baby Pokemon like Igglybuff for the sake of brevity, as I don't think these tiers will have any effect on the outcome.
Nah.
We will only be using Digimon with tamers and Pokemon with trainers, as in this instance, being with a partner is a buff to the Pokemon or Digimon. This will not apply to the God tiers like Arceus and the Royal Knights, for example. Before we jump into this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm hoping to increase my video output very soon, so if my lack of a catalog puts you off, don't worry, there is more coming.
That's right, people. Like, subscribe. Mustache Panda. Go check him out.
Starting off, we have Rookie Digimon versus Basic Pokemon.
Now, see, here's the thing you got to realize. This is actually supposed to be basic, bitch. Rookie.
Overall, I have to say this is probably the most complicated tier. For Digimon,
No, that's not fair because basic is Squirtle's a basic, and Squirtle's the greatest Pokemon of all time. So I don't know about that. Squirtle ain't no basic bitch.
All right, I guess I'll give you that.
An adventure try, and Saver's Agumon, who has his own burst mode and was able to stop Yggdrasil with it with the help of Marcus. But on the other hand, we have Ash's Pikachu, who, with the use of a Z move, was able to beat one of the Tapu Guardians alongside Ash's Bulbasaur fighting Reggie.
Fucking Pikachu is the biggest fucking sign or showing of plot armor that's ever been created in a TV show. And that's saying something when it comes to Goku, okay? That's all I'm saying.
In Gen 3, for example. This clearly shows that the high-tier rookies and basic Digimon are capable of some crazy things, so I think this tier might come down to two things. The consistency of this power level and the top feat from this level of that mon. If we look at the majority of basic Pokemon, fighting trained legends is not consistent at all. Shoot, it's not even consistent with Pikachu. In Gen 3, Pikachu went from taking attacks from Stage 2 Pokemon to losing to a wild Trico, who is hardly wall level. We could say the same thing for Marcus's Agumon, but looking at Tai's Agumon as well as some of the other Digimon partners, we see fighting off champion level Digimon to be somewhat consistent. After their first evolution in Episode 2, they managed to all take out a Kuwagumon altogether. This shows a clear path of development for these partner Digimon and shows their feats to be more consistent at the lower level. If we look at the most consistent feats for Pokemon, we can see that most basic Pokemon are around wall level with multiple AP outliers that make this tier of Mon inconsistent. Whereas rookies seem to be more consistently scaled to small building level via being able to slightly match amped champions, as well as the destruction caused by Agumon that shows in the pilot for Digimon. Keep in mind this Agumon is not even a partner Digimon, just a strong Agumon. But we also see Digimon like Patamon in Adventure go up against Elecmon, who is another rookie, and is almost pushed Patamon to evolve. And this Elecmon has no real feats past wall level, just like Trico. Based on this information, and the amount of inconsistencies we see in both series, it's safe to say that this tier is a draw.
Okay.
When it comes to Champion versus Stage 1, I think we can pull more consistent feats and lore into the fray. Looking at Champion Digimon, we have some pretty awesome examples. Starting off, we can look at Greymon from the Adventure 2020
Greymon!
Ogremon is implied to have beaten a Skull Greymon to earn his Bone Club. Skull Greymon should be astronomically stronger than the Devimon we see in Adventure, who is able to split apart File Island with his powers. This can be backed up via Metal Greymon, who's frequently compared to Skull Greymon, but with intelligence. Does this mean Ogremon is large island level or higher? No. but it means he, and by proxy Greymon, should be relative to an extent. This makes it safe to assume a low ball of mountain to a high ball of small island depending on the champion you're looking at. Let's take a look at Stage 1 Pokemon. There's a bit less inconsistency. For example, we have Charmeleon, who should be relative to Dragonair, as not only do we see Ash's Charizard fight and beat a Dragonite later on in the series, but their base stat total is extremely close, with Dragonair only coming out ahead by about 15 points. We see in the Adventures manga that Lance's Dragonair was able to decimate a part of a large city. This should apply to most well-trained...
Jesus Christ, a small city?
That's Lance's Dragonair, though. Lance, the Dragon Tamer.
Lance, the Dragon Master. Get your
Mhm.
ass down.
trained Stage 1 Pokemon with a similar stat total, such as Ash's Charmeleon as well. This would put a good portion
First of all, why is Lance's fucking Dragonair destroying towns? Like, buddy, you got issues.
of Stage 1 Pokemon at small city level, excluding your Metapods, Kakunas, Silcoons, which is honestly quite impressive. Keep in mind, this damage was done with a Hyper Beam by Dragonair, widely considered one of the strongest moves at the time of the release of the chapter it happened in. Even with the Pokemon's impressive feats, Digimon scaling to mountain level just gives a slight edge overall. This point goes to Digimon.
Hell yeah, Brett. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not biased.
Ultimate in Stage 2 is where we start to see a bigger gap overall. We can start... Ultimate in Stage 2 is where we start to see a bigger gap overall. We can start off with a baseline being the average Charizard. In the Pokedex, it's stated that a Charizard can destroy a mountain. This is backed up by a statement for Wild Tyranitar in the Pokedex as well. It states that Tyranitar is known for dropping mountains while stomping around, similar to how Charizard is able to melt one. This should be consistent for any Pokemon that is...
Now, okay, when it comes to these fucking Pokedex entries, like, if these motherfuckers are, like, melting mountains and, like, in Tyranitar's case, stomping around, how the fuck is this planet still alive?
Right.
You know? I mean, like, let's say 10 Tyranitars are in the world. We know there's more than that, but you got 10 Tyranitars walking around a fucking mountain. You got fucking earthquakes happening. You got fucking rock slides happening constantly. You've got possible volcanic activity happening. How are people still alive? How, Goku?
Yeah, the Pokedex entries are kind of strange. Like, isn't it like Mag Cargo, like one of the hottest things ever?
Yep. I mean,
Like,
yeah.
you could probably
Typhlosion.
just
Typhlosion, I
probably
don't
just,
know
like,
what he's on.
throw a Mag Cargo at anything and it would melt through it. Kind of crazy.
I mean, like, when it comes to, like, you know, like I was saying, Pokemon, like, what's his name? I literally just said his name.
Typhlosion.
Yeah, Typhlosion. I mean, we know what type of time he's on.
I guess
know?
we're gonna have to.
Like, shit, we know that motherfucker's on demon time. You know?
Roid Raging and Shrooms.
It is time to go full demon time.
He was
Yeah.
manic.
And it is time to go full demon time.
It's time to go.
Oh, my bad. No, did that pop up? Typhlosion going demon time? Like, Miz? Oh, my bad.
Stage 2, or any Pokemon that has a base stat total of around 500 to 600, like Charizard and Dragonite, and is well trained by a decent trainer. Now, some of these Pokemon can scale to certain legends that have threatened islands and continents in the past. So there are a few outliers that sit in this range. For the sake of fairness, I will say a low ball of large mountain and a high ball of large island. While this is a wide range, it is consistent. For Digimon, there is one feat that I want to focus on. In the latter half of Digimon Adventure, we see Izzy and his Digimon Mega Kabuterimon, who is
Mega Caputeri. I used to fucking love
shockingly
Mega Caputeri.
not a Mega, but rather an Ultimate, was able to do something extremely impressive. In his first appearance as a fresh Ultimate, Mega Kabuterimon, after Izzy was able to activate his crest, was able to completely destroy a pocket dimension that included several celestial bodies and existed outside of the digital world. There are a few ways we can take this feat, And if you have an understanding of the digital world structure and cosmos, you will know what I mean by that. But in this instance, I will be taking this feat at face value. This would put an ultimate Digimon with a tamer at a low ball of a large planetary to a high ball of dwarf star. Now,
Jesus Christ.
That's kind of crazy.
Pokemon's out here. Yeah, we're destroying motherfucking mountains. Digimon out here like, yeah, fuck that. We're fucking up dwarf stars, bitch.
this certainly could be extrapolated to be much further and higher than this, but this is where I will settle for this video. This clearly gives Digimon another point, with Digimon wiping out pocket dimensions and ripping holes.
I don't know. I feel like this guy's kind of biased. You feeling that?
Yeah, kind of.
But I also kind of feel like he's being real about it.
Through reality, it makes it hard for Pokemon to keep up at that level. We still don't even out at the Mega versus Mega tier. If you haven't yet, please check out my Scaling War Greymon video. When it comes to Digimon, we have some wild feats for Mega.
Wait, hold on. We're gonna have to check this one out next. I'm sorry. Like, I know it's not part of what I was planning on doing, but can War Greymon beat Goku?
Bro, I watched a video about how SpongeBob can beat Goku.
I mean, because fucking SpongeBob's like SpongeBob, bro.
Yeah.
SpongeBob's like invincible. Unless you pull him out of the... Oh, no. Goku could just drop his ass off in space and be like, done. You know what I'm saying? Just instant transmission in the space, throw that bitch, and just instant transmission back. Boom. SpongeBob's dead. Unless that's not how sponges work. Like, can you bring a sponge back after it's been frozen in space? I'm curious now.
From creating their own mini-verses that are shown to have an uncountable number.
Well, you know what? Let's look at it in ChatGPT real quick. ChatGPT. No, I don't need ChatGPT 5. What the fuck are you talking about? Can a sponge live in the vacuum of space?
In space.
It's thinking. Will this shit read this? As a sponge as we know it on Earth would not survive this vacuum space. Alright, Goku wins. Alright, done.
Number of celestial
Yep.
bodies to tearing apart
But-
the digital world.
But SpongeBob has the pencil in the Doodle Bob episode, so
Oh,
SpongeBob could just
God.
erase Goku.
Alright.
Basically.
I'll give you that one. Go boy,
Me hoy, me noy.
Which actually houses a multitude of universes while transcending into the real world and breaking reality. The majority of Megas with Tamers are astonishingly powerful.
Yeah.
I won't get too in-depth. If you want to learn more, like I said, be sure to check out my War Greymon scaling video.
Alright,
When it
bruh.
comes to Mega level and non-God tier Pokemon, their range can vary. If we look at Mewtwo and Mega Charizard, it would be safe to place them in the large island category, via Mewtwo nuking an island and Mega Charizard being able to keep up and even beat Mewtwo.
Bro, Mewtwo destroyed a fucking island before he became Mega. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Whereas we have the Tectonic Trio and Deoxys, for example. Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza should be bare minimum multi-continental via their lore. Rayquaza...
Bro, I was trying to get my wife the other day. I was like, alright, say this name. And she says Rayquaza perfectly. I'm like, fuck!
How the fuck?
I'm like, how about this name? And she goes, Groudon. I'm like, fuck!
It's just you, bro. You suck at names so bad.
No. I have no issues with Groudon or Kyogre or any of those. But like, there's some names that like most people will fuck up the trio. I've seen so many people fuck up the trio. They'll say like Rayquaza or
Yeah.
Kyrogue. I've heard Kyrogue before, and it's Kyogre. Groudon, I don't know how you could fuck up Groudon.
Yeah.
But it was funny. Like my father-in-law's in town for the girl's birthday, right? So we have a Pokemon book, and he's not like my father-in-law's never fucking read Pokemon, looked at Pokemon. So I handed him the book, and I'm like, here, read this to the girls. And I was waiting for him to start reading the fucking names, and he starts reading them off perfectly. He's like Mimikyu, Dedenne, fucking Ludicolo. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, am I the only one that struggled with this as a kid?
Does go a bit further though. In his base form, he was able to frighten the other two primal forms into backing down. In his mega form though, we see Rayquaza do some impressive stuff. Rayquaza was able to stop a meteor that very likely would have destroyed the planet and absolutely destroyed Deoxys, who is the one contained within that meteor being propelled by Deoxys' energy. This should put the high non-god tiers like Mega Rayquaza, Eternatus, and Mega Mewtwo around planetary AP ranges. Like I said,
I don't Eternatus. I don't even.
Especially Eternatus.
Is he even like from our planet? If I remember right. Or well, from Pokemon Planet Eternatus.
I didn't play that generation, but I do believe he's from the Paradox, right?
He could be. I played through the game, but I don't remember like what he was.
Bruh, I didn't know that Miraidon and Koraidon are Paradox forms of Cyclizar. I didn't even register that. But looking at it, I'm like, god damn, Cyclizar really came a long way.
Yeah, he had a big blow up.
said at the start, we still see a huge imbalance here. At bare minimum, we are seeing low universal feats from most tamerless megas, upwards to low complex multiversal from Digimon, with planetary at best from non-god legend. It's safe to say Digimon gets the point here. And this is where the balance comes back, in the god tiers. We have Arceus, Giratina, and the Time Duo. You can extrapolate other Pokemon to their level, but in this instance we will be focusing on them as they are the most consistent. Palkia and Dialga are shown to be more than capable of resetting space-time. This would likely include 7 of the 8 different realms that are located in the Pokemon world as well. Looking at this as a shared feat, we could put this at near the Multiversal Plus level for both of them. We can back this up by looking at ultra wormholes that connect to other Pokemon universes.
Oh,
if
yeah,
we take
yeah.
this and look
The
at
Beast
Arceus,
Realm or whatever.
the god of the Pokemon world, he created everything, including the realm that he exists in, which transcends the time-space of the Pokemon world, which we have established is an infinite separate space-time. Via transcending the universe in this way, it classifies him for low complex multiversal. But what about the god tiers in Digimon? For this, we have to look at Yggdrasil and Omegamon X. Yggdrasil exists in Kernel, which is a realm that transcends the realm of the 4 holy beasts by several layers, several being more than 2, less than 3. Now, I will have a video that goes through the layers of the digital world.
What the fuck? How can you be more than 2 and less than 3?
Essentially, Kernel
2.5?
extrapolated to be anywhere from 10th to 12th dimensional, or high complex to hyperversal. There is possible outerversal scaling, but for me, that is all theoretical. How does this apply to any Digimon? There are 2 specifically that I would like to bring up: Omegamon X and Victory Greymon. Let's start with Victory Greymon. They are an evolution that is specifically born to defeat Yggdrasil. Now, to my knowledge, that has never happened. Omegamon X has been able to. Not only that, using All Delete, they were able to reset Yggdrasil, the kernel, and the digital world in one fell swoop. This would classify Omegamon X for the same tier as Yggdrasil. This should apply to at least a few megas such as Alphamon, who is relative to this same Omegamon X. The final point goes to Digimon.
Damn.
I was playing a Digimon game on my phone, and I had Omegamon X and Alphamon. And they're both strong as fuck.
That Digimon is overall the stronger verse. Thank you all so much for watching.
Make sure y'all go hit a like, hit a follow, hit a sub on old Mustache Panda over here. Takeaway from this: damn right, Digimon will whoop the fuck out of Pokemon all day long. I don't give a fuck what version of Pokemon you giving me. Digimon whooping that ass.
But also, it's kind of irrelevant. It's like the same argument with like Naruto versus
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
Yeah. Dragon Ball
Like
Z is
Naruto,
fucking destroying you.
yeah, but also Naruto does go hard as fuck in its own verse. Like all of those characters, like they're entering fucking Tsukuyomi and fucking all
Pain.
kind.
I'm sorry, but Pain goes so hard. I love that like entire arc. Well, yeah. I mean, it's really not really a competition. Like, I mean, Pokemon, yes, is an anime, but like, if we were like to compare like cartoon versus anime, Pokemon's gonna be more of your cartoon, even though it's not. It's an anime, but like, y'all get what I mean. You know, like Pokemon's gonna be more of your anime, or Pokemon's gonna be more of your cartoon. Digimon's gonna be more of your anime style fighting. Which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with Pokemon. There's no hate here for Pokemon. I play Pokemon, love Pokemon. There's just some shit that Pokemon does
Grew up
that.
on Pokemon. I used to go and rent the VHS tapes of Pokemon. That's dating myself. But like I used to go and get the VHS tapes so I could watch Pokemon episodes over the weekends and stuff.
God
Yeah, so
damn, man, you old as fuck. You got
damn, what the hell's
VHSs?
a VHS?
You got VHSs? What is it? What's a VHS? That's one of them videos that goes spin. You gotta put it in. Yeah, that's a VHS. That's a VHS for your ass.
Back in my day, we had to rewind our movies.
Back in my day, we had to rewind them before we took them back to the Blockbuster.
The Blockbuster. They're like, what? The fuck is any of this sentence?
But make sure you go like and subscribe on old Mustache Panda here. I'm gonna hit a subscribe. This is my first video I'm checking out from him. And then hit a like and subscribe on my video. You know, shit, like just hit a like. Just a little bit. Just hit a like one time.